The International Federation of Association Football, or FIFA, is the largest international governing body of association football, indoor football, which is known as futsal, and beach soccer in the world. The goals of these sports are to score more goals than the opponent. FIFA is responsible for organizing and running international tournaments, most notably the Men's World Cup and the Women's World Cup. They are not responsible for the rules of football, however, that being the responsibility of the International Football Association Board. FIFA was founded in 1904, when they originally had 7 members, but now their membership comprises of 211 national associations. To understand more about FIFA, let's take a look at the history and events that made this organization what it is today. It all began on the 21st of May, 1904, when representatives from Belgium, Denmark, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland all joined in Paris to create the Fédération Internationale de Football Association. This French name and acronym are still used today, even in non-French speaking countries. On the same day, the 7 members received a telegram from Germany which declared their affiliation with FIFA, but they are not considered a founding member. The need for a body like FIFA became apparent at the beginning of the 20th century with the increasing popularity of international fixtures. A few years after FIFA was created, the first non-European members joined, which were South Africa, Argentina, Chile, Canada, and the United States. And then the wars hit. FIFA was almost lost during World War I, when their president passed away and international soccer was scarce. It was Karl Hirschmann who saved FIFA, pretty much single-handedly. In 1924, FIFA started organizing again when the Olympics rolled around, but they so badly wanted to have their own soccer tournament. So in 1930, the first World Cup was held in Montevideo, Uruguay. Uruguay was chosen to host not only because they were the most dominant team at the time, but it was their 100th anniversary of independence and their football association promised to cover all of the fees. So it was practically a no-brainer for FIFA. World Cups would be held in 1934 and 1938, but then would have to be put on hold until 1950 due to the Second World War. By its 50th anniversary, FIFA had 84 members as they focused on expansion. The presidency would change hands many times in the next decades, with each president focusing on this expansion and trying to gain worldwide prestige. In 1989, FIFA became the world governing body of futsal, which allowed them to introduce the FIFA Futsal World Cup. Then in 2005, FIFA became the world governing body of beach soccer, when they teamed up with Beach Soccer Worldwide. This allowed them to rebrand the BSWW's main tournament as the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. So with the 3 World Cups they hold, they practically have a monopoly on all different types of football, with their only competition being the AMF in futsal. Now to get to the depressing part, the 2015 corruption within FIFA. To try and put it as simply as I can, the selection of Russia and Qatar holding the 2018 and 22 World Cup, respectively, was questioned. So the FBI launched an investigation into FIFA, which mostly revolved around the collusion between officials of different continental football bodies. Over 15 people and 2 corporations have been indicted for receiving up to $150 million in bribes to vote for the World Cup to be in Qatar and for other events. This also led to the resigning of Sepp Blatter, the president at the time, who is currently serving a 6-year ban from FIFA activities. Now that you understand that FIFA is much more than the World Cup, let's take a look at the corporate structure. FIFA is headquartered in Zurich, Switzerland, and is therefore established under the law of Switzerland. It is considered an international governing body, which makes money off of advertisements at their tournaments. In 2013, FIFA's revenue was $1.3 billion with a net profit of $72 million. They spend this money on the president's salary and paying the management committee. The supreme body of FIFA is the FIFA Congress, which elects the president and general secretary while also deciding on other important matters like accepting a new national association. The Congress is made up of a representative from each affiliated member association. There is also the FIFA Council, which used to be called the FIFA Executive Committee. It is made up of the president, 8 vice presidents, a secretary general, and 27 other members. This committee used to decide who will host the World Cup and other tournaments, but that is now done by the Congress in an improved evaluation process due to what happened with the Qatar election. The president currently is Gianni Infantino and was elected in February 2016, following Sepp Blatter. Other than the FIFA Congress and FIFA Council, there's other committees in different fields such as emergencies, ethics, finances, discipline, and referees. FIFA splits up its worldwide duties by having 6 confederations, which helps oversee the game in various continents and regions. These 6 confederations are the AFC, which is Asia, the CAF, which is Africa, the CONCACAF, which is North and Central America, the CONMEBOL, which is South America, the OFC, which is Oceania, and the UEFA, which is Europe. The 211 men's national associations and the 129 women's national associations are all part of one of these confederations, and being a part of one is a prerequisite to being a member of FIFA. Currently, FIFA holds major and minor tournaments, with the major ones being the Men's and Women's World Cup, Confederations Cup, Men's and Women's Olympic Tournaments, Futsal World Cup, and the Beach Soccer World Cup. The World Cup, Confederations Cup, Olympic Tournament, and the Futsal World Cup are held every 4 years, while the Beach Soccer World Cup is held every 2 years. The Confederations Cup is 1 year before the World Cup and is held at where the World Cup will be held, almost acting like a test tournament to see how the country will do hosting a major tournament like the World Cup. The Olympics are held 2 years after the World Cup, as the World Cup and Olympic tournament are the 2 largest in the world, pretty much, and therefore get 2 years in between each. So currently, for successful men association football teams, a 4-year span will consist of the Confederations Cup, then the World Cup, then a year consisting usually of tournaments more localized to their continent, and then the Olympics the 4th year. As of 2018, there is no Women's Confederation Cup, Futsal World Cup, or Beach Soccer World Cup. Hopefully this will change in the future. Other than the major tournaments, there are many other minor tournaments and youth tournaments that FIFA organizes. The Men's World Cup is the most prestigious association football tournament in the world, and is also the most viewed, as nearly 1 billion people will tune in to watch the final match. 32 teams can qualify for the tournament, but that will change to 48 in 2026. A different amount of teams can go from each confederation depending on the average level of play from these confederations. Only 8 nations have won the Men's World Cup, with Brazil being the most successful, winning it 5 times, while the most recent champion was Germany in 2014. And yes, I do understand that this is being released a few days before the 2018 World Cup, so that will change soon, so keep that in mind. The Women's World Cup has been won the most by the US team, as they have 3, and they are also the most recent champion. The FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup has been won the most by Brazil, with 5, and they are also the most recent champion. The FIFA Futsal World Cup has been won the most by Brazil, with 5, while Argentina is the most recent champion. Obviously, Brazil practically dominates any types of football. Some of the greatest players to play FIFA Men's Association football are Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona, Pele, Johan Cruyff, Franz Beckenbauer, and Lev Yashin. Some great women are Marta, Maya Hamm, Birgit Prinz, Humare Sawa, Sun Wen, and Hope Solo. The best of the best in beach soccer and futsal respectively are Mohamed Ahmedzada, Bruno Xavier, Falcao, and Ricardinho. It is possible to watch these amazing players and your own national team pretty much in every country, as nearly each member association and FIFA have a broadcasting deal with a television company. This is great for the sport, as you can watch FIFA football tournaments anywhere, which helps the sport expand to all ends of the globe. Some other ways the sport's popularity can be expanded is through movies. Some great World Cup and football films are The Cup, The Miracle of Bern, One Night in Turin, Pele, Birth of a Legend, and Goal. Links to all these films are below. Football has still not reached its full potential, as there are still many countries in the world that can offer so much to the sport. FIFA's 3 goals are more investment, more impact, and more oversight. This means that they want to invest more money into the sport and keep a close eye on it to make sure that the money is being used on the facilities and equipment that will improve football in the country in the most efficient way. Since 2016, FIFA has changed their outlook on themselves and have tried to become a more efficient organization. FIFA overlooks and runs some of the largest sporting events in the world. So considering all that they must do, I do think they are a pretty remarkable organization, especially how well they bounced back from their bribery allegations only a few years ago. But let me know what you guys think of FIFA today. Do you guys think they're a good organization, or is there still corruption inside them? I would love to hear your opinion. Football is undoubtedly the largest sport in the world, and you can pretty much thank FIFA for that. They have expanded it to all ends of the globe, and they have given people the opportunity to play it that usually would not have the opportunity to. Thank you for your time, and I hope you now understand FIFA better than what you did 10 minutes ago. Have a great day.